Long before coins, before paper, before banks, humans still needed a way to trade. For thousands of years, that system was simple: barter. You had something I needed, I had something you needed. But barter had a massive flaw. What if the farmer with the goat didn't want your tools? He wanted shoes instead. So humans began agreeing on shared items of value, things everyone wanted: salt, shells, cattle. In ancient Rome, soldiers were partly paid in salt. So valuable, the word salary comes directly from it. In many ancient societies, cattle themselves were considered money, a walking, breathing form of wealth. Then, around 600 BC, everything changed in the kingdom of Lydia. King Alyattes introduced something the world had never truly seen before: an official, standardized coin, guaranteed by the government itself. For the first time, value wasn't something you had to negotiate. It was stamped right into the metal. The idea spread like wildfire, across Greece, across Persia, across the entire ancient world. But even coins had a problem. In China, large transactions required carrying enormous, heavy strings of copper coins. So in the 7th century, Chinese merchants pioneered something revolutionary: paper notes that represented a promised amount of coin. By the Song dynasty, the government took notice and began officially printing the world's first true paper money. When the explorer Marco Polo witnessed this centuries later, he described it to Europeans as something almost unbelievable: money made from nothing but paper. It would take Europe another 600 years to trust the idea. Sweden finally issued Europe's first paper money in 1661. Around the same time, the Bank of England began issuing written promises of payment, an early form of what we now call a check. For centuries afterward, paper money worked because it represented something solid, something real: gold, sitting safely in a vault. This system had a name: the gold standard. Your paper dollar was a promise, redeemable, in theory, for actual gold. For generations, nearly every major economy on Earth built its currency around this same golden promise. But gold-backed money had its own limits. Economic crises, wars, and depressions repeatedly strained the system to its breaking point. In 1944, world leaders met at Bretton Woods to rebuild the global financial system, with the US dollar now firmly tied to gold at its center. For nearly 3 decades, the entire global economy quietly rested on the promise that dollars could be exchanged for gold. Then, in August 1971, President Richard Nixon made an announcement that would quietly reshape the entire world. The United States would no longer exchange dollars for gold. The link between money and metal was severed, permanently. From that moment forward, money was no longer backed by anything physical at all, just trust. Modern currency works purely because enough people agree, together, that it has value. Nothing more, nothing less. In the 1950s, another quiet revolution began: the credit card, letting people spend money they didn't yet physically have. By the 1970s and 80s, banks began shifting transactions from paper ledgers to electronic systems entirely. Suddenly, money wasn't just paper or coins. It was numbers, quietly moving between computers. The rise of the internet pushed things even further. Online banking, then online shopping, changed how money moved forever. Then, in 2009, an anonymous creator introduced something entirely new: a currency with no bank, no government, and no physical form at all. Bitcoin ran on a decentralized network of computers, verifying transactions without needing a single central authority. Skeptics called it a fad. Believers called it the future. Either way, it forced the entire world to reconsider what money could even be. Today, most of us barely touch physical money at all. A single tap of a phone moves value instantly, invisibly, around the globe. From a goat traded for tools, to a coin stamped with a lion, to a tap of glass and metal. The story of money is really the story of trust.